What's up, YouTube? We have a yo-yo review to do today. This is the Petri by Heshgod. So the Petri was first available at the World Yo-Yo Contest at the Yo-Yo Expert booth. I actually got this from Heshgod, the man, the myth, the legend himself, at Heshgod on Instagram. And it's a yo-yo. It's a fully unresponsive, more or less, I would call it a trainer yo-yo, but it's fully capable, and it looks like a Petri dish. So the concept of the Petri was developed in Heshgod's mind. And if you've ever met the man, you know that he's kind of a crazy dude. And so this came from his head. It was drawn up. He drew it up in college, and the ends of college, and then refined the drawings at his workplace, Formex Machining Co. in San Carlos, California. And that's where these were machined, in San Carlos, California. So designed, thought up, and created in America. I think they were $70. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they were $70 at the World Yo-Yo Contest. And it's cool. It's cool as hell. So why is this cool? It looks really hard to play, and it is. I would say that this is sort of, in my estimation, kind of like the Dark Souls of yo-yos. Really difficult, but not difficult in a way that like is punishing and wrong. It's just, it makes you have to be a better player to play it. So I would sort of classify it as that type of yo-yo. It's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge. And I've had a hard time putting it down. I don't throw it for long periods of time, but for 20, 30 minutes at a time, once a day or so, it's really fun. And it can really do a lot of things. The thing that I've noticed about it the most is that it really plays really well. And right off the bat, the first throw, but it does lose spin rather quickly. As you can tell, it's not like wide and rim weighted and stuff. It's just sort of almost imperial shaped, but it's big. Yo-yo. So it does lose spin rather quickly. So if you're gonna do anything with it, do your trick, bind it up. Do your trick, bind it up, throw again. And it actually really works great, and I'll show you that when I demonstrate it. But really a cool design, a cool idea. Shout out to Hesh for just coming up with a cool idea, right? Very cool, and I really dig it. This was the piece of paper that it came with. I figured I'd show you this as well. Heshgod Enterprises. Petri. Thanks. Love it. Love it. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw it around a little bit. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, the Petri. I found using thicker string helps the binds a little bit. See? It took too long. Tried to adjust it. It's like, it's such a cool like concept, and Hesh is actually really good at it. This is what I get for not throwing it for a couple minutes before throwing it. But, I mean, it's such a cool challenge to, like, wonder if I can do it. I got the gunmetal one, came in clear. There's going to be more colorways as well coming. Follow him on Instagram to kind of see when all of this comes around. But if you want one of these, he's got some, and you can direct message him on Instagram. It definitely binds. It definitely can do some grinds. Regens are very cool too. But as you can see, the slightest miscalculation, it is not very forgiving. Ooh. Very cool yo-yo. A lot of fun to play. A really lot of fun to play. A lot of fun to just see what you can do with it, and it really kind of makes you think about yo-yoing differently. It really makes you think about what you're doing and use your time wisely. Plus, you know, designed and made in America by a pretty darn cool dude is also cool. Mine is buttery smooth, but if you touch it, then you knock it off plain, and then you have to throw it again. This is not a beginner yo-yo by any stretch of anybody's imagination. It's barely an intermediate yo-yo. I really should have got some video of some better players playing this. But again, I can't stress enough how fun the challenge is to try to just do things on it. I'm failing miserably because I'm trying to talk while I play yo-yo. And as everybody knows, that's a lot harder than just playing yo-yo. No real finger spins or thumb grinds to speak of. Let's see if I can do a finger spin. What do you think? I doubt it. It's got a flat bearing too, so sometimes if you try to do a horizontal, it'll just catch. Very cool, very fun, very capable, and just a fun challenge. Like I said, this is probably like the Dark Souls of yo-yo, in my estimation. But let's go ahead and take it apart. I'll show you guys the insides and the machining and all that. All right, let us take apart the Petri. A very cool design. Honestly, one of the coolest design yo-yos I've ever seen. Stupendously cool. A flat bearing. Spins good. Machine, it came apart beautifully, by the way. Here's the inside here. See how this kind of pops up a little bit? And then you've got your little, like, it's like a cup on the inside. See how it's like an inner cup here that this pops up? That's a very cool design element, and a design element. And I lost my bearing. Just neat. Came apart very nicely. It's very clean machining. I don't see any machining marks or anything. It's blasted everywhere up to, except for around here. You can see we're sort of masked off. And that's nice and smooth. So that doesn't cut your string, which is very cool. The response pads, these response pads aren't the grabbiest. If/when I replace them, I'll probably put something a little grabbier in there, like a red or maybe just a straight silicone pad in there. But they work with the flat bearing pretty well. For my, I've noticed this a lot lately, is that there's been less resistance on the pads for more wraps, and I guess that's really more just kind of a play style thing. I just use a little bit of thicker string, and I haven't had any problem with it. As you can see, it is a Petri dish. Very cool, very flat. I think there's going to be art and painting and stuff on these. We'll see. There may be some one-of-a-kinds. Just a very cool concept. Like I said, this is very much a trainer yo-yo. It is not for beginners, and it's clearly not a performance type of yo-yo. It's something different. It's very fun, but it's not forgiving, and it's just not. It's not meant to, do really long tricks and things. It's sort of like a challenge, to challenge yourself. What tricks can I do on this? How long of a combo can I get? What can I do? You saw I was able to pull off most of the stuff I pull off, albeit with some difficulty. But yes, there is a difficulty spike, but for some reason that just is fun and rewarding all at the same time. So I really, really like this. I've really been giving this a lot of time, and I'm really enjoying just throwing it around casually. I thought it would be frustrating, and at first throw it was frustrating because I was in a group of people I think it was a prototype. I feel like this one plays a little better than the proto I tried out, but maybe I got better or more used to it. Anyway, it's just a really fun yo-yo and a really cool concept, and I like Hesh a lot, and he really designed something cool and very different. I have nothing like this. Nothing that plays like this, at least not unresponsive, and is capable but challenging and fun as well. So very cool. I really like it. Shout out to Heshgod, at Heshgod on Instagram. Go ahead and follow him. Links are down in the description below. You're going to want to pick one of these up whenever they drop, or you can get either a raw or a gunmetal from him now. Either way, very cool. A lot of people got these at the World Yo-Yo Contest. I saw quite a few people with them. So really a very cool design, a cool yo-yo, and something you're going to want to jump on because they're machined here in America. So I don't know how many he's going to make. Probably not a ton. So, you know, you're going to want to jump on them while you can, when you can, because who knows how many of them there's going to be and if he'll ever make more or whatever. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Check the links in the description. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.